Gears of War Reloaded trailer unveils full crossplay mechanics. So this is something I'm actually really excited to see come to fruition. And I know obviously it's a little bit unfortunate for like any Xbox fans out there, you know what I mean, people that choose Xbox because of the exclusivities and everything. I feel like I would understand in the sense that, you know, as someone that's been a PlayStation player myself for a long time, if they decided to start getting away with exclusives and everything and start adding it to Xbox, I feel like I'd probably be pretty upset about that myself as well. But as someone that is a PlayStation player and seeing that this is coming to PlayStation from Xbox, I gotta admit, I am really excited. Gears of War was a game series that I never really was able to get into just because I was more of a PlayStation player myself. So nothing against Xbox in the sense that like I would never want to get an Xbox. Majority of the time it was just that I was, you know, too I couldn't afford both at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's either I had to choose one or the other and I kind of had to go with one, and obviously with me being a PlayStation fan for so long, I was going to go ahead and go in that direction. But seeing that, you know, we got games like this that are going to be coming to PlayStation has me not only really excited but actually really pumped for the fact that it is going to have crossplay and everything like that. Mainly because I have a buddy of mine that he's an Xbox guy. He doesn't have a PlayStation and he really doesn't have any interest on getting one. So having something like this come to PlayStation is really cool because I've been kind of keeping up with him on the news and everything of what's going on, and he's been telling me that if you know this were to come to PlayStation and it is crossplay, which is where we gotten confirmation that it is. He's told me for a while, like, let me know, man. He's like, because if you want to run through that game and we can play that stuff, he's like, we can play that together. We can do like a co-op mode and everything, and be able to beat them all. He's like, and I'm telling you right now, I'd be more than down to start the whole franchise all over again and do it from beginning to end if you want. And I'm like, hell yeah, you know what I mean? So that has me pretty stoked in itself as well to be able to play with someone that is a veteran when it comes down to this and does know what they're doing. So really cool to see this information coming to fruition and everything. So I'm excited about that and I am looking forward to it. So they gave us a trailer right over here. You know, something that was announced at the Summers Games Fest, which is really cool. So we'll go ahead and see what we got, and then per usual, I'll go ahead and give my thoughts as we go along. Experience the groundbreaking original that changed gaming forever. Gears of War is coming to more players than ever before. And I love that, man, because Gears of War in general, it just seemed like such a badass franchise. You know what I mean? When you see these big, bulky dudes that are in these like, you know, mega suits or whatnot, and then they're just killing all these like aliens and monsters, it looks like. And obviously one of the main things I kind of think of when I think of Gears of War is the machine gun or whatnot, or the gun that he has with like the chainsaw on it. So just seeing that for this game franchise, I think is so cool, man. It's just like a like hell yeah, let's go kill some fucking monsters kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool.
Look who decided to show up.
Very cool. All platforms crossplay. Let's go.
You think you can still
They
find your way
sync
back
across
home,
devices
Phoenix?
with crossplay now. Visuals 4K.
Looks like they upgraded.
Let's go. And I'm not too sure, so if anyone kind of can fill me in, I'd appreciate it. If this is actually gonna be coming from the first game, or if this is gonna be like all three of them, kind of a thing. So okay, obviously, so it takes us back where the series began, way back in 2006. So it seems like it's gonna be the first game. Now, I'm not too sure if you know what the case is going to be as far as if this is kind of like a stepping stone to kind of get us into the direction of the, because I'm pretty sure there's three of them, the beginning of the franchise, and then continue on if they are going to have all three of them available for PlayStation eventually, or if they're gonna just start off with this one first and then just kind of leave it at that. If that's the case and they do kind of do the other ones, obviously if I like this game and the franchise, which I've kind of have a feeling I probably will, you know what I mean, beforehand, then yeah, I definitely am gonna want to push forward and see more stuff with this, which is really cool.
Nausea, baby.
Stay in the fight.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
This is gonna be awesome.
Form up.
Let's go. Coming August 26th.
Play it day one with
2025.
Game Pass.
All right, cool. Game Pass. So I'm curious too if they are gonna have any like physical releases when it comes down to this game, because for me, I am a big physical kind of guy. So I love, you know, actually owning the games that I'm gonna be playing and everything like that. So I'm curious as to whether or not this is gonna be something that is just gonna be like a digital thing that you purchase from like the PlayStation Store or something like that, or if I actually am gonna be able to get a physical copy. Because for me personally, I would actually really love to be able to have a PlayStation copy of Gears of War, because you know what I mean. Obviously, that never seemed like that was gonna be a thing that would be possible. Now, if not, you know what I mean. Obviously, I'm probably am gonna still get it. You know, if since I do have my PlayStation and everything like that. Again, I would really prefer to actually own a physical copy. But if they are gonna go digital only, then at that point, there's really nothing, you know, obviously that I can do. But as far as the franchise goes, I'm really excited, man, to be playing this because, like I said, this is something that I've seen for years. I remember, you know, watching the commercials for the trailers and stuff like that way back in the day, especially the one where it shows the individual here. Like I said, I haven't played the game, so I don't know his name off the top of my head. But where like he jumps into a building and then it has this song, the familiar faces, worn out places, kind of a song that's playing in the background. And then all of a sudden you just see this monster pop up that's like, you know, 40, 50 feet high, like this ginormous monster that he's just looking up at. Just commercials like that always just seemed like this game was really cool. And then on top of that, knowing that Gears of War has some of the hardest trophies that you can get, or achievements, since it's Xbox, but has some of the hardest achievements that you can get in history, with some of the stuff you have to do and everything like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be trying to go that direction with trying to get some of the trophies that you know you can achieve with this game, with how hard it seems like it is. But as far as, you know, just being able to actually play it and stuff like that, that is definitely something that I'm going to be looking forward to, and I am really excited about this. So if there are any PlayStation players, you know, that are looking forward to this, let me know. So if you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, I would really appreciate that. You know, as far as if someone obviously hasn't played it like myself, if it is going to be something you're looking forward to, or if there are any PlayStation players that have had an Xbox or still own an Xbox that have been able to actually play Gears of War from back in the day and stuff like that. Is this something you're going to be picking up as well, or are you going to be just kind of starting it off like my buddy was mentioning to me? So if you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.